Scentland, the land of scent. Hi, it's Chris. I'm back today with a personal note rather than a review. I've decided to look at my shelf today, and I thought that there are three fragrances on this shelf that are much more than just fragrances. It's more a trip down memory lane. I really wanted to share this with you. It's not going to be a analytic review of the notes and of the performance of the particular fragrance, rather than a personal insight into what these fragrances mean to me, because I realize they mean a lot, and I'm sure that you have your own fragrances that mean a lot to you. And I also decided to do this because it's I'm getting a growing number of new friends on YouTube and new subscribers, which I'm very grateful for and proud of, and I really wanted to share this little personal note there with you as well. So I think we all have our little treasures on our shelves that we cherish specially. So these are the three ones, and I start with this juice here. You may remember those yellow boxes in 1993 that appeared all over the fragrantic stores and perfume shops. It was this fragrance, Insensé by Givenchy. Fantastic flowery, magnolia iris, blackcurrant, mandarin, orange mandarin, fir, vetiver, fantastic floral, manly floral fragrance that hit the shelves in '93, and I used it in '93 and in '94. And when I smell this, it immediately transports me back into those times, into those environments, in that mood. It was actually my first serious love at the time. I got engaged, and when I smell this, it brings me back to those times. Somehow it's a fantastic trip, as I said, down memory lane, a time machine basically. And this fragrance as well as the other two, and also it's a great fragrance in itself. It's just this floral. It's probably one fragrance. Nino Cerruti from '79, which is similar, a bit more soapy than this. So I can still wear it today in the springtime. It's totally fine, and the longevity is amazing, and silage projection, all that absolutely stunning. But the most important aspect is this, when fragrances make your heart beat faster, when fragrances make you get tears in your eyes when you smell them again, or maybe even at the first time, but mostly they're related to some events, some occasions, some moods, some vibes in your life, and they transport you back. This is the typical example with Insensé and the other two as well. So I have this bottle. It's a tester bottle, 100 ml, but I keep it forever and beyond. Next one is not a tester, so I have the box as well. Look at this box. I could look at this box it's like a painting to me. I could look at it for minutes. And it has somehow it has an impact on me. I don't know. I really like it. It's such a nice design. It's such great colors and the letters and all that. And here's the bottle, Ikitos par Alain, Delon. That I'm a great fan of the actor, and this fragrance is an absolute masterpiece. Came out in '87. It's a very dense, thick, exotic, rose-based fragrance with coconut in there, with leather maybe, but surely oak moss, fir, vetiver, patchouli I think as well, mandarin orange. It's a very dense, very, very thick, very exotic fragrance, named after a city in the Amazonas, the largest city in the Amazonas, which Alain said it's a notoriously seedy city, just like Marseille in France. And I wore this fragrance. I bought it in '94, and I wore it at my first workplace. And I tended to overspray, so I wonder if I offended anyone, but I didn't get any bad, negative comment. So I hope not. But when I smell this, it reminds me immediately of those days in working in the hotel. The early mornings, you know, the smell of, even the smell of coffee, strangely. You know, the people, the guests, the colleagues, you know, all the whole vibe, the whole mood of starting a day and you know, and then finishing a day and then going home, and it's just all in this bloody bottle. It's crazy. You know, there's a triangle. I believe in this, that there's a triangle between a bottle, scent in a bottle, your nose and your brain, and if you're sensitive to this and you smell a fragrance like this that means a lot to you, that has memories attached to it, then this triangle starts to work in a wonderful way and really creates a time machine which transports you back in time. Good times, bad times, no matter what, but it really works. So they say they haven't invented the time machine yet. Yeah, they have. Here it is. You know, and with all the fragrances that are working like this, I truly think this is it's actually a miracle, and I really like to sniff these fragrances just because of that. And also, all the three fragrances are, you know, absolutely brilliant quality, great longevity, great sillage, great projection. They now actually suit me better because I'm older, and all of these three fragrances are more mature. So, but I didn't care at the time. You know, when you're young, you don't care. You spray it on because you like Alain, Delon, or you think the yellow box of Insensé is fantastic, and you want to drown yourself into this yellow freshness, this flowery freshness that Insensé had. And it's, you know, it becomes part of you, of your life. So this way, Ikitos is the same for me, and it will always remain same. So I keep a backup bottle of this as well, because sometimes I use these fragrances for special occasions. And well, the next one actually I use even more often, especially these days, Havana from Aramis. Look at again the design. I love this design. I don't know, I love the letters, I love the leaves there. It's a very exotic, thick, dense, tobacco, sweet cinnamon, oak moss fragrance, which brings me back. It was launched in '94. I first met it and found it in '95 in London, and I immediately fell in love. It was totally different to what at the time perfume stores had to offer. You know, the CK1 Vibes, all the aquatics. It's totally different, and it was so successful that after it had been discontinued after a while, Aramis had to bring it back because the fragrantic community really wanted this back. And it's a different shape. The bottle is different now. It was in a cone-shaped or a Robusto cigar or drum-shaped dark blue bottle before, but there's no reformulation. I think the fragrance is still the same, and it brings me really back to 95, 96. Some amazing times there, and some amazing people that have been around and are not anymore. And so it's always it's a fragrantic flashback in times and a reminder of things and people that that are gone. But they say that people live on in the memories and hearts of other people that remember them, and in this case, fragrances work miracles again, because they can revive situations and even conversations and handshakes, and amazing. It's just fantastic. And another thing regarding Havana, they sometimes compare it to an old manish, probably the oak moss vibe, the old manish kind of 80s style fragrance, and I don't agree. It has similarity, but first of all, this is much more well crafted. It's not a simple fragrance. It's very dense. Has a very classic, evergreen mood to it. But also, when you have these old style heavy fragrances, to wear them actually takes energy away from me. Sometimes I have to drag myself through a day with a very heavy fragrance on me. This is different. This is a booster. This is an energy booster. This really gives me, at least, a huge blast of energy, and I feel 10 times larger when I wear this fragrance. It's like those citrus fragrances when you spray them on in summer, and then you feel like super fresh. This one does the same for me. This tobacco spicy vibe, amazing. Havana, amazing. So apart from being a time machine, Havana performs amazingly. So these are the 3 time machines here. Great inventions of mankind, and I adore them. I'll keep using them, and they'll be a part of my life, basically. They're milestones, and I'm sure that each and every one of us has such milestones, and we should cherish them, because they really, you know, they're just us. They're logged in here, and it's an amazing thing. I love to discover this. So I'm going to leave you with this personal note, personal impressions of fragrances, and a little bit of thoughts behind, and hope to see you soon again with another review. One more remark: I've heard that Joe Gershel, the director of Joe Gershel Orchestra, the orchestra of Elvis Presley in the 70s. So Joe Gershel is being sick in the hospital. So praying for Joe. I hope he gets better, and I'm gonna be back with more fragrances, because there's a lot, and wishing you all the best, and see you soon. I'm gonna finish today, and all the best to all of you. See you soon, and thanks for watching, and thanks for all the great feedback and positive vibes that you've given me. I truly appreciate it. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.